in Car 3D. Now I'm back on part 3 of this tutorial. As you can see here, we do have that short clips. We try to render about the story we created, the boy and that magical glowing ball. So in this tutorial, we're going to discuss on how to edit some of the scene and how to blend in to create another thing according to the story. The story seems to be a little bit challenging, but anyway, we're going to do it. So this was just I was just directing on Movavi Video Studio. You can try on any video editing software. In our Iclone project, we were reaching here after creating those few scenes. So the other scene that I just tried to create was this boy staring at the magical ball. Magical ball came from the box and then it goes back in the box. So the story doesn't say that, but I just wanted to make some extra scene for that. So the boy was just staring at the ball, and then the ball just get back on the box. So you can just try it in a frame. Okay, then in real time you can see the result that the ball came back to the box. If you are doing this kind of scene in Icon, this is a part where we should use sorry, we should use HDR effect. HDR effect to make the scene glow. This effect, I mean. So because it's kind of fantasy and a dreamy style, so if you are applying this one, then the effect will be even great, even much good than before. But this, I think, this is too much. Maybe somewhere not so much, somewhere around that place there. So another thing that guys you should understand that after creating this scene here, the boy dropping the ball in the box. Let me click on the ball. Let me click in this boy here. According to the script that we've been given here, it looks like this ball is a magical ball which can make you go in any timeline, I think, or in any it's open room of another world. So if you try to see here, Oliver held the ball in his hands and marveled at its earthly beauty. The room, once shrouded in darkness, was now illuminated by gentle light emanating from the sphere. So the other thing that I'm going to do now is to make sure this Oliver boy is holding the ball in his hand. And because of the time, sometimes you cannot be able to make step by step on how the boy could hold this ball, but instead you can just try to create some few effects of some few tricks to just get this boy hold the ball in his hand. So now let me try to remove the all the scene all the scene animation, so the scene will just be plain and nothing will move. Then this ball should approach the box and get put inside the box. So in order to do that, I have to pick something. Maybe this one here. This motion. This motion doesn't mean the man is trying to pick something down there, but we are trying to create a scene that will make sense that this ball has a hold the ball from the box there. So if you are trying to play, then you can see that sorry, not frame, real time. You kneel down. So that act of kneeling down, we'll just use it as if he's holding the that ball from the box. And you can just picture him from behind or from above. So start maybe from there. And if there is any camera movement, then we have to stop the camera from moving now. Just click on camera and remove object animation. Guys, don't get tired of this because we want to do step-by-step animation, then this is how we're going to do it. So if you are patient, it will be a good thing. just stay in put, guys, to follow this process through. So just pull this boy close to the box and then try to make him look like grabbing the ball from the box. Okay, so right now he'll be bending down, and that's the main part that we wanted to catch on. Okay, if we're turning this one off auxiliary light, then the scene will be like this. Okay, so Oliver will be bending down to that ball, then that will be it for us. That will be it. The scene will just end right there. And after that, we'll cut this scene and create another short scene as if he's already holding the ball and he's standing with that ball. So for now, we can just try to render this scene. And sometimes we can also try to create a camera zooming in. Okay, so if we are starting from there, you can see some few movement of the camera there. If that movement wasn't good and it wasn't necessary, then okay, so we can have this one. Let me try to turn off this clear light and bring it normally. What will look like? Okay, that movement was not good. Okay, we can just leave it normal. Try to play again. Okay, that will be enough. So after that, render your scene, and we are not rendering this in a HD format. We're just rendering this as just a normal scene. And this way I can write it as a fourth render. The fourth render already. Okay, we can write as a fifth render. Fifth render. Then we can start rendering. The only thing that inspires me to render these short clips, because I know if I render these clips shortly, it will give me enough space to create another more animations without getting tired. But if I'm rendering the scene from here up to there, it will take a long time. And also, if you don't have enough time for that moment, you'll be get tired, and then you can't render something that will be very good for you. You just render as if you've been forced to. So it is very good if you are trying to render a scene shortly. Then try to combine those with using Movavi, or you can use sometime Adobe. So it's just up to you guys, and let us wait for this render, and then I'll show you the next a very important step, or the most important trick for us to change this scene into another kind of a scene. Because according to our story, once this boy Oliver held the ball in his hand, you can see here, as he started into each step, the room transformed before his very eyes. So we're going to transform this room step by step, and that is the most important thing in this animation. It's kind of challenging, but at the same time, if you are interested, you'll be learning something very new here. And if you already know, then this will be just you'll just pick a one or two things that will be maybe important for your future uh, animations. So you can just pay attention to the other step that I'm going to walk through here. Okay, so looks like our render is completed. Just remaining few frames here, then we can play it to check it out how it looks like. And the one thing someone asked me one day, once you turn on this global illumination, there's something called image flickering. The image flickers. Right now, you can see you cannot see that image flickering. Even if we are doing this, we are having the global illumination. But what I want to tell you guys is, if you click in Control P, and you are using global illumination for that moment, there's something here. It's called suppress light flicker. This will be very helpful for you. If we uncheck this one or untick this one, then if you render the scene and the global illumination is on, your scene will having this kind of a flickering light. So this one will help you to stop that flickering. So for this, guys, I'm ending here, but watch out for my next part, which is very very important because we're going to transform this scene to be a forest scene. Thank you.